say that stuff too, but now it's the most recent thing I went to was like,
well, it's just
pack it full of stuff, get it to stop bleeding, get them to treat
yeah, you can do that too, but
that was what they were.
You know,
this particular class, all I concentrated on was stop the bleeding.
I know, but that's you're looking at reality things and stuff. It's like we're trying to role play that out.
Yeah,
you know. Is it exactly the way it does in real life? No, but some people have tried.
The closer, the
but,
better.
I mean, they're literally spending an hour in this game reading from the book. I'm like, well, you could have just done this outside of the game.
That's just like having a checklist.
Read through the damn thing.
If you don't know what you're doing, you definitely need the checklist. But it also takes time.
I mean, we're trying to RP in a game.
Yeah.
But you don't need to literally sit in the game while the trainer guy is literally reading from the frickin' book.
Mm-hmm.
When you could honestly just take your own time and read through the book on your own time. And if they want to have a little quiz on it, fine. I think
the knowledge is good, you know, because
it is. But when the people that are reading it have no idea either, they're just reading from the book.
That's no good then.
There's no point reading from the book when these people already have a short time window anyhow.
Yeah.
That they're putting their own time into trying to game.
Well, then they're trying to have fun with it. They're not trying to be.
You get them. You get their. Like I've done this multiple times. Like you get them in. You get your uniforms and all your medical tools and all that other equipment stuff set up. You go for a couple basic scenarios.
Right.
And then you get them into actually doing.
Yeah.
Okay, this there's been a car crash. This guy's pinned. What does the fire department have to come to extract him? Well, what did the medics have to do to stabilize him enough?
They try to extract
do they put a neck collar on him?
Yeah.
Do they have? Do they have sort of an IV? Do they put painkillers in him?
You put packing on
down to the fire department. Use the jaws of life to take the doors off.
Yep.
And then put 4x4s under the car to jack the car up or jack the steering column out of the way. Mm-hmm. And then the medics go in there and
that's the more real world
put a
stuff.
Thing on the leg or something or whatever.
Yeah.
Get them into a stretcher and then off to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all you really need to do, really, for a lot of this.
And we did a lot of that stuff.
And people are fine with that kind of RP, but it's just like some people just want to go. Well, I'm injecting with 3 cc's of whatever this 15 character medical term they want to say.
Good job.
And then they're like, and of course,
he's allergic to that.
The person on the other side has no idea what you're talking about.
Right. Right.
And he doesn't know if you're injecting with pain meds or you're injecting him with a sedative.
Well, they told me when I was in the sensor school in Florida, Sarge, you have too much knowledge. Mm-hmm. All we want to hear from you is compensating measures. We don't need a detailed battle plan.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're thinking way beyond what we're teaching, and you have a ton of experience. Mm-hmm. We know you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Every time we ask you this question, tell me compensating measures, because your tactical knowledge is so more advanced than anybody here.
Well, they don't realize you need to dumb it down.
Well, I wasn't trying to be that way, but they said you don't need to teach us a class in tactics. You really don't, Sarge. We know you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Just tell us compensating measures, and we'll be happy, and you won't have to sit there and try to explain to us why you're doing what you're doing. Okay?
You kind of had to dumb things.
But it did take.
I always said you had to dumb things down a little bit for people.
Well,
I mean, if you want to go over more advanced stuff later, sure, go ahead. That's great.
Yeah.
But these people don't have the time.
Well, and the fact that they understand you're supposed to try to plug a hole, or you're supposed to mobilize a broken bone, or things like
fine, put a
just
splint
simple
on it,
stuff like
put a cast on it. Inject him with pain pills. I don't know.
Right. I'm giving CPR, or I'm giving.
Well, yes, and you're checking their pulse and their oxygen.
Right.
Whether their airway is clear.
Yep. They used to have all these happy acronyms for remembering all that. And I've been taught so much for so many years.
Or you put the AED on them. Does it detect if they're shockable or not? If it's shockable, then you shock them.
Yeah.
If it's not shockable, you continue CPR.
Well, things have changed over the years. The CPR is a good example. When we first did CPR, we had to lose the back pressure where they're laying on their stomach. The back pressure left one. And then we had to do that with chemical warfare equipment on. Well, yeah, it was a real pain. Then you had to learn to do regular CPR, which has changed over and over and over.
It has, yeah. The basics are basically the same. You can, as some people said, you do 5 compressions and then an breath of air. Then some people have said that it's 20 compressions and it's 30 compressions for a breath of air. I'm like,
we were told
just 5 is good enough.
We used to give them 3 quick puffs and then go. And then we used to have that rhythm between doing that, and they've changed it over the years. Now they said pump their chest, don't worry about the air. Just make sure the airway's clear. And pump the heck out. Okay. So it's changed a lot, but they tried to make it simpler that way.
Depends what the current status medical study is.
I'm not current on any of it, so I don't know what the story is.
Well, that changes between.
When they came out with the Heimlich maneuver, we all went, "What's that?" Because it was new. Yep, there's some.
But shoot, they were talking about the CPR that they'll do in hospitals if you lose consciousness and stuff.
A little more industrial.
Oh, as I was told that if I lost consciousness, I'd be waking up. They were gonna get me back up, but I'd probably be waking up to about 5 broken ribs.
Yes.
I'm like, that's not the encouragement I want.
That's what Kirk
because if you go in the hospital, they don't just like the paramedics would just give you like CPR or something. They're gonna force it in you.
Yeah.
They're gonna get you back.
Yeah. Is that a turkey? It is. Turkey attack. Turkey's on the right. Big Tom and the girls. There you are.
Fatten up a little.
Big Tom looks pretty big.
Well, that's good. They eat all the bugs and everything. Whatever else is out there. I wouldn't think there'd be much out there right now, but.
Well, they always find something out there. Don't know what they find so enticing when it's colder.
No idea.
I know they want to eat something. Berries, got lots of energy and stuff.
Whatever didn't disappear.
Well, I saw a robin in our yard today.
Yeah. I don't know what you do there. Joyous fun.
And only a few more days of tax season.
Oh, thank goodness.
Please stay on your side of the road. Thank you.
Getting kind of late, I guess.
Well, here we are. We'll see what happens. See if we got a place to park or not.
There it is. There's the place to park right next to that truck.
Yeah.
Watch the vehicle.
Yeah. Ladder's about had enough, I think. This is pretty good once it warms up. But boy, if she first starts, it's cold.
Oh yeah, well, that's with anything.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this one's even. Of course, it's got 157,000 miles on it too, so that's part of it.
Got a big engine on it.
Hemi. Lots of power. Oh, here comes Delta.
again. Just gonna take an aspirin, but
That's the pits.
yeah,
My body was acting weird. My foot, the bottom of my foot was having a royal cow last night. And I said, can you just go ahead and have a cramp so I can deal with it? No. No matter what I did with it. And finally, I finally got mad and got up and took an 8-hour Tylenol. I couldn't sleep last night for almost nothing. I don't know what the heck was going on. I know I did crash and had a big nap because I'd be in a church at 8 o'clock in the morning trying to kick my butt. But it worked out. It worked out okay though.
Yeah.
It wasn't crowded, that's for sure. But then, you know, if we had I'm gonna pull just rough numbers. If we had 900 people local and 159 down there, that's a lot of folks, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. I would think Dan would be very happy with 159
I'm sure he is.
people. They were hoping they'd get 29 or 50.
Yeah.
Sounds
Got
like
159.
well, that's most of the.
That's 10% of Washburn.
Yeah.
Dan posts that says, "Oh, it's a good thing about being in last service. You can find this stuff out." Says, imagine if 10% of mine showed up to Journey Church.
We don't have that much room.
I know.
But that shows you just how perfectly planned this was by God, not by man. And they talked about that a long time. They really were careful and prayed about it an awful long time and everything. Wow. I'm so impressed.
They need to get better chairs. When I was looking at all those metal chairs, like they need to get a good cushion one.
Well, it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
You got to go with what you can get and build up to it.
Yep.
And then I loved the pews, but you know what? My back didn't love the
No,
pews.
I don't like them either.
And usually ended up my knee into the front pew. But I loved the fact that I could hang on to the pew and not fall down because they were bolted to the floor. I felt safe in the pew.
Yeah.
I mean, physically safe in the pew.
Well, those chairs are kind of latched together.
They are good, and I like them because it's easier on my back. My back doesn't have a fit sitting in that chair. Getting up out of it's a little more exciting.
Well, yeah, depending on
the pew, you can reach up in front of you.
Yeah.
But
well, you want to sit to the side of the wall there.
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah. Makes it easy.
Although they keep pushing the chairs forward.
It depends what they're trying to do or how they're trying. They shuffle that around and they use that room for those overflow rooms for classes and stuff on different days and nights.
Sitting in my lower back because I'm not happy. I could lay down, but I think sitting on that heating pad might be the best thing.
Well, sometimes it is probably the best thing.
Yeah.
So when my colon says stuff, I do have to listen because it's getting motivated. If I don't have fiber, I got a big problem. My intestines will shut down. I've been through that. I don't want to go through that again. That was not pleasant.
Nope.
Lots of pain.
Laying on a bedpan for hours. Not the most enjoyable experience.
No.
Neither is having a catheter up your...
No, not my first choice. Neither is having a gray man up your butt.
Yeah, well, thank God they don't do that anymore.
No. And that's back when they shot film. You had to pose for the shot and wait for development. If you didn't, and then go on to the next one.
One pose one way, the other pose with their middle finger up.
No, appropriately interesting positions.
No.
Yeah. That's pretty warm for this early in the day. That's okay.
Well, supposed to get to 46 for high.
That'll be fine with me.
They're saying Friday might have thunderstorms.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay. I think one thing's hurting, it's the other thing's hurting.
Sure seemed to be.
My back or knee or
hips.
I'm mainly on my back and my knee right now.
Hips have been a big thing.
That's lovely. That's one thing I haven't been hurting. Although that the one nerve that goes down the top part of your leg,
You can see
or hip, it's your this is not your sciatica because that goes down your backside, but some on top goes on the top.
Yeah.
That one every so often is giving me a twinge, and it's not like a hurting twinge. It's just kind of a hi. It's me.
When my outside leg nerve starts going bad.
It's not your humerus nerve. Or
I don't know. I haven't named it.
It's whatever the ones that on the very top of your calf, going down to your knee is.
Yeah. I usually I don't feel anything down here, so
I've been cracking cracking some bone or a joint or something towards my hip, and every time it does that, it shoots a little jingle to your nerve. Not a hurting jingle, but it's an electrical spike. It's like a.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
You called?
Apparently. Actually, doesn't have pain.
Like Lurch said,
It happened the other day, and it was like a bang and a pop. I could almost hear the popping noise. I felt the tingle go down the nerve, and I was like, ooh.
You rang.
Not painful, but hey, here's an electric. It's almost like when you get a really nasty shock off a light bulb, or a light switch or something. But instead of having pain, it's just a sensation of electrical energy pulls through. It's really weird.
Probably a static shock, not a full hit.
Yeah. So it's like, well, yeah. But getting that in the inside of my leg is just weird. I mean, top part of my leg.
Well, I got to see the eye doctor this week.
Yeah, that'll be coming too.
And I got a funeral on Wednesday, and they're having a save thing in case people are contemplating suicide. You might have half a clue what to tell them. I'm going to go to that at the Legion instead of going to church Wednesday night.
Send them to the straitjacket room.
Well,
the drunk tank.
People go snap different ways.
Of course they do. I guess the people that just scream that they're going to do it and they actually do it, and then there's the people that are quiet and then you find them somewhere.
Yeah, we don't want to have to play those games. We really don't. It's not the answer. I know it's terrible.
I refer them to an expert because they'll be like, I'm not, and I don't want to be.
And I don't want to say the wrong thing. That's the scary. It's like being a hostage negotiator. How do you not?
Well, some people is like, gosh. I've heard some people be before like, suck it up, buttercup.
Well, that's okay up to a point, but then there's times where people need to actually have more than that. If they don't get more than that, then it's a big problem.
Yeah. You
can suck it up for a while, but after a while...
That's the angry employee comes in and just starts off people.
Yeah, well, that's part of why. Yeah.
He runs into the one person that somebody actually tried to help, and he saves their life, but he kills everybody else.
Could be, man.
Yeah, not too long ago in one of these corporate office things.
Yep.
Some guy was the only one person in I think it was a janitor who was spending time with him every day, talking to him, and the guy went apeshit or something and came in and killed like the president, the vice president, everybody down to like one of the secretaries. Then the janitor came out of a stairwell, and the guy pointed the gun at him, and then he lowered it and says, "You were the only person here that actually cared. None of these other people cared."
Okay.
And then he turned the gun and blew his brains out. But he killed like, I don't know, 15 people.
Yeah, it's nuts. Vengeance ain't mine. It's the Lord to sort of take care of that. The farther along, I'll know all about it. The farther along, I'll understand why. If you're not my brother, live in the sunshine.
know what's going to set somebody off.
Nope, that is absolutely right. We had a guy we talked down in Alaska, and we were getting a good relationship with him, and he had a bad day. We'd pick him up, give him a ride, drive him around, talk to him and stuff, and he'd be good. So we were off, and another crew got it on there, and next thing you know, things got out of hand, and he ended up getting slammed into the wall, and then a few other things. And next thing you know, he's gone. We removed him from his position and sent him back to his village in disgrace. And we were making progress with this guy every time we talked to him, and every time we worked with him. And we'd see him out there, what's going on, man? Because that's what a beat cop does, right? In the old days. I don't know.
I don't know
how you do it now.
Like that.
Well, this is back in the day, and we tried to talk to everybody. We got some
As
really...
I know, I watched some old footage of the San Francisco of the cops who were out walking in the beats and stuff, and they were always around people, and they didn't wear vests or anything back then.
Didn't have to.
And they had to be talking with the community, and they'd talk to people
and the
on the
community
street.
would tell them what was going on.
And it's like
it was a two-way street.
It looked really cool. It was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, things were working a lot better than in that regard.
Now nobody walks around the beat. They all sit in their armored cars.
Well, because
with their vests and everything else.
Yeah, because.
Yeah.
I think I got tire envy.
Yeah, that one there. Got some wheel.
Still unstable short box.
Of course he is.
It's longer than the short, but still. Lost our turn.
Probably.
Make sure we make the left turn. Oh my God,
Yeah. Well, cool. There you go.
One guy was trying. They did a comic on a guy who was the Army was trying to get him to come back in, and the VA had rated him.
Oh yeah. Yes,
They rated him as 100%.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get him to come back in anyhow. Oh,
Yeah.
we'll just put that on hold.
Yeah.
And he finally said, no. So I've got another job now, and that so it shows him he's got his sign, disabled war vet, blah, blah, needs money and everything. Here he is getting full 100% from the VA.
Yeah.
It's like over $3,000 a month or something like that.
Yep.
And he's out there with a sign, making more money
Oh yeah.
that way than he would have ever made.
Yeah.
Going back in the
Yep.
There you go. Anyhow, he was going to be taking a big cut in pay and risk, and
Oh yeah.
the VA's not. If they let you back in, the VA's not going to give you that rating.
No.
But they're going to assume you're serviceable.
Yeah.
Again, so you're going to lose that rating. You'll lose it as soon as you get back on active duty.
Yep.
And then if you got to go back through the whole process to try to get it back
Yeah.
and get it out. So that's another reason not to do it. But, plus, you don't have to. And then they were going to mobilize him and send him to
Frontline.
Africa or
Yeah.
Asia or somewhere there.
Yeah.
Middle East, who knows? Oh, Sarge, I really don't think I can handle that.
You turn the heat down a bit.
I'm not wearing my thick socks.
There you go.
if I'm going to need your card or not.
Okay.
I don't know. We haven't picked up anything.
I'll get to you. That's fine.